Naruto 607 viewer comments on my live reaction review. Let's go ahead and knock this out. Also, there'll be some 608 predictions mixed in there. There should be. We'll find out. Alright. Naruto man, what happened to Spiral Zetsu? What was the point of Kisame called Tobi Mizukage? Why is he wearing the flame mask instead of the spiral mask? How does a 15-year-old sound like a mature man? I do not know how they are going to reveal all this, but if he truly wanted Rin back, he could have asked Nagato to revive Rin and Snake Madara. That and those are good questions, and then a whole lot more good questions on top of that. There's a lot of things that I still stand by the fact. I think Kishimoto should have stopped at 606 because he had a lot of. It was a good chapter, some questions answered. And then he could have switched over. And then, of course, that would have left, in my opinion, left him the option to always come back later. To simply speed through and say, well, we did learn things at 607, but there's just too much. I mean, it left it, in my opinion, going beyond 606, left it to the point to where, okay, we're just going to fly through and you're not going to get the answers in between, which is kind of implied, which may not be true. Anyway, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on this. I think Kishimoto is a genius creating characters but he's not perfect, and definitely he leaves holes everywhere. So I mean that just seems to be the way Naruto was, and I think that him in my opinion, changing his story midstream, which is making the masked person Obito, which I really don't think was what he was thinking in the beginning. I think it's created a lot of problems, and I don't think he's ever really fully going to be able to make it whole, in my opinion. But look, Naruto is it's an absolutely great manga. I love it, but it's definitely not perfect, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with pointing out the issues with it. And that's part of the whole discussion, because people do see a lot of issues, along with a lot of reasons that we really love it. All right, we really appreciate the comments. Very good points. And DT Ninja 831, nice video. I'm glad we are finally back to the fight. Thank goodness. Yes, I was actually right for once about the end of the chapter with Kakashi and Obito facing off. Well, good for you. I think I was wrong. There was a misunderstanding between Obito and Kakashi. Not so much with him facing, well, if you predicted that to be in 607, then that's awesome. And I was definitely wrong about, like I said, anyway, I'll stand on 606 is where he should have just stopped for the time being. Because the whole thing about him spying on him as he talks to Rin at her grave, it just seems like Obito is just jealous of Kakashi. Yeah, we really need to talk about that. Yes, a lot more on that, actually. I think Kakashi may have been talking about the truth behind Rin's death when he says, I must tell Obito not about the birth of Naruto. I think this is what Kishimoto is really telling us, is that, yes, Obito... Well, I don't think we're never going to be able to square the image we had of Obito to begin with, which was this awesome guy that cared about everybody. And now we've kind of gone into Obito was jealous, and that's it. And a lot of what even the last flashback within flashback, which I didn't really appreciate, but it kind of highlighted, it was a different tone between him and Minato, and you started to get like this is like a little self-centered person, which feeds into all Uchiha are evil kind of a deal, which I'm not thrilled with that whole concept. I'm not really, or at least most of them seem to be, except maybe for Shishu, I guess. We don't even know him that well. So yeah, there's a lot of issues, but that seems to be pretty much what the story is yes, Obito is that shallow. And there was somebody said that he should have, that if he would have just had a Zetsu Rin, then this would all ended. I don't remember who said it, but it was so hilarious. It was in another video. It was still hilarious. Anyway, appreciate the comment. Anyway, Fresh Man Chris 7. Or are you going to still do another discussion video since there's going to be a break? By discussion video, I'm assuming you mean like comment reviews like this or something else. Oh, don't worry. There's going to be videos. There's going to be more videos. I did, last week I did 6 videos. The week before that, 2. The week before that, I think I'd been doing about 4 videos a week. And this is on Naruto. I want to make sure, since we're starting, I'm going to end up starting another manga. I want to make sure. And Naruto is going to stay the main focus of this channel. But my plan is to have more. I would like almost daily to have 1 or 2 videos, and more if possible. If there's good discussion points or whatever, and I do have some ideas for that too. So I guess to answer your question, I'm going to keep making videos. I think that that's answered your question. And yes, even during the 2 weeks, so I'm not going to sit there and go, well, there's no chapter, and I'm not going to make videos. No, I'm going to make videos. All right, appreciate the question. Ridiculously Tasty. Do you think Rampage actually noticed that at the bottom of it says that there's a break next week? I was looking forward to his reaction. Well, no, I didn't, and that's some of the problems with the live reaction is I do kind of, and at one point I'm having to really look in there to see what's going on the last couple of pages. So no, I did not. I did see it later, and I actually did type in and answer your question. So no, I didn't see it at the time. But yeah, it's 2 weeks, but that's okay because we'll simply discuss other things, and that's we'll make the time go by. But does it suck? Yes. It also made me have a smile or a frowny face. Excuse me. Thanks for the comment. Sonic Ketchup 03. Some people don't understand yet, so I'll explain it to you. Tell me why Naruto turned bad. Or didn't turn bad, I think. Because he had friends who supported him and gave him advice. But instead, Obito only had Madara. So the logic, I thought people would understand why this wasn't just because of Ren, but because of Madara. Well, sure. I mean, Madara... well, that's another question. Was this just him being manipulated, or... Look, he was unconscious. Was there some, and we've just had so many chapters before about the Kabuto, about adding... I mean, is there like some evil chunk of Madara that's actually implanted into Obito, or is Madara was in control of this kind of Zetsu interconnected intelligence network? So is just the fact that Obito's connected to the Zetsu thing also make the part of Madara that's connected to the Zetsus, even though he's dead? He's got the rod, and then there's Black Zetsu. Is that corrupting to him? Is that mentally? Is even a degraded Madara still more mentally powerful to really control Obito? I don't know. See, we simply have, there's just simply too much. There's just too many questions like that which we really need to get answered. And I think everybody's, well, one thing is if anybody's main goal is to have Naruto around forever, and we believe that actually a large portion of these questions will get answered, then this manga is going on for at least another 10 years. So, but anyway, I don't know if that answers your. I really do appreciate the comment. I don't know if that answered anything on my part, but we'll see. All right, and let's see. Fresh Man Chris 7. So basically, Obito didn't have his Kamui technique. Minato would have kicked his ass. The whole fight with him, I don't want to harp on this, but I simply. Okay, it happened. It's in the manga. I have to hit the accept button. I guess, so if I have to accept it, but the whole thing about him fighting Minato and having those abilities, and and if I remember, there's even comments. It was something like, he's fighting him, and he's like, it's like he's never seen this person. When I remembered the Toby fight with Minato, Toby's like, oh, he's fast. It was like he didn't fully understand who was fighting. Anyway, I'm gonna move on. And yeah. Appreciate the comment. Okay, ZEP0013. So I guess it was Obito fighting the fourth. My question is still the same. How did he lose his arm versus the fourth? It was made of Zetsu, by the way, but only his right side was crushed and replaced. Maybe Spiral Zetsu had something to do with it. I don't know. But see, something like that could simply be a mess up by the people that are drawing it. So I don't know. They could have just got left and right mixed up. So that I'm not sure of. Thanks for the comment. And let's see, Neo Snipe. Finally, flashback, SI, over. But what happened with Spiral Zetsu? Did Obito absorb it? Because he had a lot. Kakashi is still a teenager, but Obito looks like an adult. Kind of weird. What happened with Guy Sensei? We skipped some part of the fight, like the cages versus Madara. Yeah, there's too much. I mean, it's the pacing. I'm not going to make this a complaint video. I'm trying not to. But, because I love Naruto. And I'm definitely not going to stop viewing it. Because I want to know how it ends. But I just love the video. But anyway, there's nothing wrong. I want to make sure everybody comments. There's nothing wrong with pointing out obvious issues and making questions. And I want and need people to keep doing that. Because that's a part of the whole discussion. People need to have a realistic view of the manga. Nothing's perfect. Nobody's perfect. And even an awesome manga like Naruto has its issues. But anyway, and then, of course, some of them will be explained. Okay. Let's see if we can get back to what the actual... Oh, Guy. Yeah, there's too much skipping, the pacing. That's something I've mentioned. This is, I guess, my #1 complaint, is the pacing of it. All of a sudden, we spend massive amount of time, right, on flashbacks and stuff, which we already know. And sometimes we've already seen several times. And then things like, okay, Guy's got blood coming over. What happened? And then we don't really get caught up. So I'm not thrilled with the pacing, but like I say, I don't want to make this, I guess this already is kind of letting us kind of get some of our frustrations out. But that's, like I said, that's fine. We had 606 was pretty good. 607, it was mixed. I think that was definitely did open up some wounds the way that it with fans, the way it kind of went. And yeah, okay. And then also, you know, the cages versus Madara. Yeah, there's too many cliffhangers. There's too much stuff. I keep trying not to complain, but it's just you know, look, and as an excuse, right? These are viewer comments, and if the viewer comments are negative one particular week, that's just the way it is. All right, thanks for the comment. Moving on. Comments, moving on. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then Sonic Ketchup 03, so that proved that the real Obito fought Minato. That was a big deal right there. That actually was a big deal. And so that was definite confirmation on that, this chapter. Which really didn't make me happy. But anyway. Okay, Ash loves... thanks for coming. Ash loves Manny. Damn, it was good. But there was 2 more flashbacks that I'd love to see. Alright, let me stop this, and then I'm going to read the whole thing. This was a good chapter. Okay? Even though you wouldn't know it from what I've said the last however minutes. Okay? Because there's a lot of frustration out there. But this is built up frustration. And this is a problem with manga or anything, a story that's gone on for a long period of time, is because there was irritation at the way some of the flashbacks were handled in 607, right? It brought back some of the issues that we're frustrated with in Naruto, which is yet another reason I think 606 is where he should have just stopped and said, I'll come back to it later. But instead of flying through stuff. So, in other words, we have what I consider it was a good, solid chapter. A little too much flashback, right? Really strong end because we're getting right back into the fighting and everything, which is really good, excellent. But because of the frustrations before, it's like I say, it's kind of turned this into, you know, that it wasn't a good chapter, and it was. It was a very good chapter. It was a very good chapter. But anyhow, let's go ahead and move on. All right, appreciate the comment. Oh, hold on. Actually, I guess I need to read the whole thing, right? Okay. Damn, it was good. But there are 2 more flashbacks that I'd love to see. This really gets into a very good topic. Madara versus the first Hokage, which I've spoken of before, which I think is everyone's most wanted flashback. What really happened and Kakashi's side of the story. The whole Madara versus first thing. And I've commented on that before. I know for a fact that Kakashi tells Obito the real story. He's going to change into a good guy in the last fight. Not sure which one will awaken Susanoo first, but one of them will. Alright, since I've been wrong, I've been right every once in a while, but definitely wrong more than right. So, it could be, and like I said, and we've had discussions before, I would love to see this end with the Obito dying, giving his other eye, and his, you know, will of fire or whatever to Kakashi, passing on, you know, some of his chakra so he can power up the eyes, and Kakashi, you know, gets up to the level now where he's genius, but he doesn't have the physical, he doesn't have the abilities to keep up with all the stuff that's going on. I would really like to see that happen. So that's a scenario right there that I would really like to see happen. But as far as what Kishi does, I don't know. I mean, this is kind of, and to be perfectly honest, I think story-wise, the way that he's gone, really, he's turned really hard for Obito being evil. I mean, this is, I mean, he's Toby. He's, you know, that's my opinion. Of course, everybody's got a reason he thinks he's fighting for this whole world thing, but he's really, at minimum, if people want to discuss where he's evil or not, he's definitely, I would say, corrupted. He's, you know, so he's a very corrupted person. His twisted logic is you know, made him evil in my opinion. But some people are going to say, well, as long as you got a reason, but that's a very good discussion point. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at that. And I really do. Let's see. Did I finish this comment? Okay, yes, I did. I'm not sure he will awaken Susanoo, but the first of them will. Okay, I appreciate the comment. I get lost in which part of this is, because there's a lot of good subject matter. Really good to read the comments, and you know what? I can make videos, but viewer comments are fantastic. I appreciate it. If anybody ever wants to do it, just throw it out there, and I think you'll see that it's fine. You'll see that the trolling on my channel is really at a minimum, and I hope that we can keep it that way, because it's really good, and it also helps people start coming out and make more people making comments and making comments on your comments, so that's even better. Alright, once again, appreciate it. Michael Gethman, we have to wait 2 weeks to see Madara fight Naruto. I can't wait till then. I hear you. Thanks for the comment. And Cal Legends, love your reaction to the end of the flashback. Same here. Yeah, it was like being in a tunnel. I mean, it was just like a, you know, like a train would go through, and then all of a sudden we're speeding through, and then it's like, thank goodness. It was just glad to get out of the flashback. Yes, yes. There's a lot of feedback from that too. Pretty much across the board. Everybody's just ready to get through it and get back into some action. Alright, appreciate the comment. Sucker Talent 7. By the way, Rampage, since we have a break from Naruto next week, will you start your fairy tale reviews, or is it on hold? I believe I'm on number 40 video, and there's 150, 160 videos total. I know I'm a little sketchy on that, but I'm actually going through the fairy tale videos pretty quickly. So, probably not by next week. I really, to be honest, I'm not far off. Let me tell you that way. I would think in a couple of weeks that I should be caught up. So, but yeah. So, I don't know. Probably not this week. You know, unless I get into some really major marathons of watching it. But probably the following week or the week after that, for sure, by then for sure. And appreciate the question, though, by the way, and I'll talk about more about that later. All right, and let's see. Thanks. Comment. Okay, let's see. That's me answering, and then we get Soccer Talent 7. I didn't like this chapter except for the Wood Dragon Jitsu. Where is Spiral Zetsu? Why is Obito wearing the tribal mask first instead of Spiral mask? The way I can't, you know, some things just keep drawing back into the way that he did the flashbacks this week just brought about this. It just created more issues. People are sitting back, well, why? Quit. Kishi, you've got so many cliffhangers going. We don't need more. You've got like 100 times more than you need to keep us interested in the manga, you know. But anyway, we're gonna keep watching. But man, just oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and finish this out. Oh, where is Spiral Zetsu? Why is Obito wearing the tribal mask? Okay, how come a 15 to 16-year-old has a voice? Wait a minute, is this the exact same thing that I read to begin with? I thought this was a different person. I wonder how come they're going to try to cover that in the anime since we see Obito's flashbacks being animated. Then yeah, I think I already read this or something very similar. But anyway, still good points. And let's see, Rotterdam, nice video, thank you, appreciate it, appreciate the positive there. And then reacted 1991, I totally called it. Well, if you called it, awesome. All right, let's go ahead and draw an end to this. I realize, look, I like to really do viewer comments. One of the things I like about it is because I really try to take my time with the videos. I'm trying to keep them reasonable, but if I can keep my time with them. So I really enjoy them. I realize these videos are not for everybody. Some people, like I say, this is an a la carte channel. Take what you want, don't take what you don't want. Contribute where you want to. So, I'm going to keep making these viewer comments. I will try to keep them one viewer comment video to one video as opposed to combining them, which I was doing before. That makes them kind of smaller. Also, that once again goes to the whole philosophy of if you want to watch the viewer comments of the live reaction video, that will be one. If you want to watch it on my review recap, which is me seeing the things that I missed and then picking up things from seeing other from comments and other reviewers, then I'll go ahead and try to make that tends to be a little more less of a live reaction, more just me analyzing it, and then I will make a separate viewer comment video on that. And that's kind of how it'll go. And of course, there'll be different questions, and I'll pose out discussion points and everything as we go through. And there's a whole lot of stuff to discuss. And there's a whole lot. Oh, also, one thing on these videos. What I will do is, from these videos, which I've already seen some very good questions from here, I'll go ahead and pull from these videos a few of the comments from here, or let's say the general idea, maybe from several comments, and then pose some questions for everyone else that are in a much shorter, say 3 to 5 minute format that's separate as opposed to simply editing this video. So anyway, so this is just, that's some of the things that I'm going to do. There's a lot more stuff. I really, really love the way this channel is going. It keeps growing. Right now we're in a phase where it's been growing really fast, and now we're in a phase where there's people coming in and people leaving, and it seems to be kind of even. So, but that's fine. I want the people on this channel that want to be on the channel. I watch YouTube videos myself. I subscribe to people. I watch videos, and I totally get it that there are some people I watch that that I love, some people that I like, and some people that you like reviewers. Typically, people may watch 3 to 5 different reviews on this is just my opinion from the feedback and everything. I've seen it from what I do per week, per manga really, or just reviewers in general. And let's say that just maybe somebody better into the rotation comes along, and then now I'm number 6, but they don't want to have 6. So I want people to go and be where they're enjoying themselves, because you can see it with the viewer comments and everything, and that's just the whole process that happens. So for everybody that's here, for all my subscribers that enjoy my videos and enjoy the interaction we do with these kind of videos and everything, it's awesome. And for people that are going or people that are saying, well, I want to go to somebody because right now I'm only doing one manga and switching over to two, and some people may say, well, that's really not, the second one's not something I'm interested in. And of course, I'll add on later. But as of right now, people have to make choices, and like I say, I really do respect that, and I think that's awesome. And of course, some people, like, I've left channels and come back, and, you know, whatever. I mean, that's just the way it is. So there's no hard feelings, but it really makes me appreciate my viewers and subscribers even more, because it's a choice. It's a choice when you're not forced to be a member of any channel, I don't think, and especially not this one. So I really do appreciate it. And like I say, I love where this channel is going. It's a work in progress. And I can very honestly say that this channel is going to keep getting better. And that's actually pretty exciting, especially when we start getting different. When I'm getting different, I've been doing Naruto videos for so long. When we start getting a mix of different mangas in here, it's going to be really, it's another interesting level to me. But there's a whole lot going to happen. It just it takes time to get all this stuff done. All right, I'm honestly gonna wrap this video up right here. All right, a thumbs up would be awesome, especially if anybody's watches the long videos to the end. Thumbs up. Come on, be a good person here. You know, that'd be awesome. All right. You can always subscribe. You can always unsubscribe. You can do anything that you want to. Until next time, take care.